For lesson 2, you are going to start with the web-based readings. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot. It's going to take me forever. These are all super, super short. So I'm going to center click here with my mouse. Let me show you. So this is the first one. Okay. Here's the second one. So as I said, these are really, really, really short. Okay, so this is not something that is going to take you oodles of time. Okay, so this is just so you start becoming familiar with web pages. And so you're going to go ahead and look at all of these sites. They are each probably 1 page long, very, very short. Okay, and then you're going to go through the lecture demo. And so this is going to provide more information on the different elements and tags that you were viewing in those different web pages. Okay, so we start with a little overview of HTML. We get into the syntax and the required structure for a web page, and then kind of break down what all of these different elements and tags mean. Okay, and then we go through semantic tags that are kind of new in HTML5. So what the semantic tags are, how you nest tags. So I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I have lots and lots of examples where I will show you code, and then I actually show you how it looks live. Okay, which is one of the cool things about a web page. I can show you all of this stuff. So here's code, and here's the page live. For details and summary, so here is code. Okay, here's an example of a detail and summary, how it looks live. And then here's the code that was used to create that. Here's another example. And here's the code that was used to create that. So you guys can start kind of getting a good feel for what you can do with just HTML. Okay, so you will go through and read all of this. And you'll even notice that periodically, after we cover something, if I think it would be beneficial for you guys to go to an interactive site, I do have links to that, okay, where we've got our different headings. And feel free to make changes here. There are 6 heading levels. So, if you wanted to change a heading 2 to a heading 1, we're changing this one, we can run it, and then you can see it change. Or if you wanted to change a heading 1 to maybe a regular paragraph, you can run that and see how it looks different. Okay, and the great thing about these interactive sites is if you run it and it doesn't work, that usually means you miskeyed, and all you have to do is reload it. Okay, and then you can try it again. So it's not like you can break it. Okay? So it's kind of unbreakable. So I have a lot of those links to interactive sites for you guys to practice, and that will just help you learn. Okay, so that's the lecture demo. Once you finish that, then you're going to move on to the textbook assignment. Now, I don't create the web accounts until the end of the first week. The reason I don't do it immediately is because there's a lot of course shuffling. Students add, students drop, and I don't want to create a bunch of accounts that aren't needed. So kind of wait until our enrollment stabilizes a little bit, which is normally at the end of the first week, and then I create all of the accounts. And when I do that, I will post an announcement that will come through your email so you know that the account has been created. So this is your first assignment. And you will notice on the textbook assignments, I am very, very specific about creating file names and folders. And there's a very good reason for that. When we get into creating links, how you name things matters. And when we get into adding graphics to pages, how you name pictures matters. Okay, so when I say create a folder named CIT180, all capitals and then 180, no spaces, you're going to want to do it like that. Or when we get to the place in the course where we create links, your links are not going to work. Okay, also, you'll notice I did lesson 2, capital L. Okay, upper and lower case are treated differently on the web. So just be aware of that. I do have videos that go through, they pretty much go with all of these tasks. So they will show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, and then I've got graphics that show you what it should look like, and then also show you the code. And depending on what I want you guys to do, so for example, this one, we're kind of working with a song with lyrics. You are going to be creating a new page, and then you will be entering the tags and the text. Okay, and then you'll end up modifying that page and converting it a little bit. For this one, the good news is you don't have to do a bunch of typing because I'm going to let you download. Okay, and the video shows you how to do that. So I'm not going to go through what's in the video. Just make sure that you watch those videos because they should answer any questions you have about the assignment. At the very bottom here, we cover transferring your files to the internet, and this is using FileZilla. So this is where you are going to FTP. And again, there are videos here. Once you have your files transferred, okay, then you're going to go into this Dropbox, add a submission. What I want you to do is key in the word done and submit that. Okay, then I know that it is ready for grading. And then for the lab assignment, most of these are going to be kind of more free format and not as directive. The exception is the first one because you are going to create an assignment page. And I'm going to pause here so I can show you how we're going to use the page in the future. So here's an example of an assignment page. And so what you're going to end up doing with your assignment page is creating links to your different pages. So this is something that I am going to pull up live online, and then I will be able to click on those links and check out your pages. And that just makes it easy for me to, correct your work. Okay, so you are going to create an assignment page. You'll call it assignments.html, and that should go in your CIT 180 folder. And let me see if I can quick show you what this will look like. Well, this has got a lot more stuff in it, but you'll end up having all of your little lesson folders in here, and then you will have your assignment folder. Okay, so the idea is going to be that you're going to be able to link to those different exercises that are in the lesson folders. Okay, so you're kind of setting up the structure for that page. And then you will be transferring it to the web, and you'll notice that I'm transferring it below the lesson 2 folder. It is not inside the lesson 2 folder. There is a page validator, and this always seems to freak people out. The reason I have you guys use a page validator is to catch typos. It's not perfect. It will sometimes mark things as wrong when they are not necessarily wrong. It especially does not like nested tags. And you may nest your tags correctly, and it may tell you there's an error. I don't want you guys to get super hung up on any of that. You know, if it throws an error, send me an email. I will take a look and I'll let you know if there's a problem. And as long as you did not make a typo or forget a closing tag, then you will be okay. Okay. And at the bottom of the lab assignment and the textbook assignment, it does indicate how you will be graded. So you want to keep all of that in mind. When you are done with that lab assignment, again, you're going to go into the Dropbox, add the submission, and in the online text, you will key in the word done. Okay, so those are the 2 assignments that you will be working on this week. After you complete those, you are going to do the discussion forum on award-winning HTML5 websites. And the reason I have you guys do this is, you know, when you are creating pages, it is helpful to get a feel for what you like and what you don't like. What do you think looks good? What do you think doesn't look good? And, you know, looking at award-winning sites is a really good way to kind of discern what you like and what you don't like. So you can literally search for award-winning HTML5 sites. And I am going to get rid of some of these. All right, so I've kind of copied and pasted that. And now it's just a matter of finding a link to some award-winning sites. Ooh, stunning ones. Let's take a look at that. So usually they have links to actual sites. Okay, here's one. This could take me a while to find one I like. All right, I'm going to pause while I am trying to find one that I like, and then I will come back. All right, I'm going to pick this one, mainly because I like caffeine. Um, so this is obviously a studio. Just by their introductory page, I would guess they have something to do with video. But if I click up here, uh, it's got some interactive. Now can all be done with CSS3, which you guys are going to learn how to use. Probably a little JavaScript as well. But they are a post-production studio. So that is why they've got all of the interactive video. And if I scroll, interesting. And you'll notice they have a couple links down here. Yeah, I do like that. So this, their little logo here has absolute positioning, which you guys are going to learn. And all of these are links. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I do like this. All right, so I'm going to click up here, copy, and then I'm going to paste over here in the discussion forum. I'm going to do add a discussion topic. I'm going to say, I know it has some HTML5, but my guess is it may have some additional bells and whistles. We'll just say a stunning HTML website. Caffeine post. All right. So find an award-winning site, post a link. So here is the link. So I'm going to click on the link here. We'll just do a little paste, Control V, and I'm going to have it open in a new window. And then let's see, what do I like about it? Or what do I like and what don't I like? Okay. What I like, what I don't like. All right, so what I like about the site. I like the animation. I like the simple menu. Let's see. Here's their menu. And I kind of like that they let their work do the talking for them, really. Focuses on the work. Like the simple menu and design. And I think it's pretty easy to navigate. What I don't like. I don't know, maybe on the Reels page, these could be not the full screen. Although that is pretty picky. I think it would look better if it wasn't full screen. So if they took advantage of white space. Because they've got, especially as you scroll down, there's just not a lot of white space or free space in here. Yeah, and again, when you click on it, I think maybe not having it expand for the full screen would be better. But that's all pretty picky. Okay, so that is my post. I'm going to go ahead and post it. After you post, you're going to want to read postings from other students and reply to 2 of them. If no one else has posted, you can feel free to reply to my post. And that completes what you needed to do for this lesson 2. If you have any questions, please let me know and have an awesome week.